All right. So I am trying to be a man of my word. I promised that Fat Fellowship would have content every Tuesday. We're doing a thing called Fat Tuesdays. And so every Tuesday, we'll be providing you with something. And so on the first and third Tuesdays is a virtual book study on atomic habits. It's not too late to join if anyone's interested in that. Go to fatfellowship.org. And then on the second or the other Tuesdays, um, it's supposed to be a podcast dropping, but um, I've got 3 podcasts recorded and have not had a chance to edit any of them. But I did not want to let Tuesday end without following through. It is 11:52. So here I am going live on the Fat Fellowship YouTube. There's probably nobody watching. Actually, I can tell there is nobody watching because I don't have very many subscribers there. So if you wouldn't mind, um, make sure you subscribe to Fat Fellowship on YouTube. But my point is, I knew that if I recorded something fresh, just to get it out real quick, that I wouldn't, and by the time I recorded it and uploaded it, it might have been after midnight. And so again, I wanted to be a man of my word and follow through with what I said I was going to do, and that is have some content every Tuesday. So you might not see it on Tuesday, but the fact that I'm going live and it is not yet midnight, I followed through. And let me say this. Follow through is something that has been a big issue for me. And I'm actually talking about that in one of the podcasts that I need to edit. But I could have very easily just tonight said, you know what? I'm tired. I didn't have time to do the edits. A lot of things been going on with my own kids and activities and different things going on that I just got behind. And I could have just said, "Oh well, I'll just maybe post something saying, "Hey, podcast will drop, you know, on the 4th Tuesday." But I said, "Nah. I'm always making excuses for stuff. I'm always for a variety of reasons." And so I was determined to just, even if I'm just doing it for myself, like I hope something that I share with you blesses you, but just to do it for myself, because I know I would have really felt bad about putting some things out there and not sticking to it, which again I've done so many times before, and I don't want to be that way. So, um, I want to just have a brief conversation. So Fat Fellowship, our mission is to um provide experiences that uh help you grow spiritually, physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, psychologically. And so we're doing that through a book study, and then hopefully the content and the topics that we discuss in the book, in the podcast, will also help do that as well. So one thing I wanted to share, and again, this is not going to be as long as what a typical podcast would be, but again, I wanted to get this out. I wanted to have some bit of follow through, so I just want to share something that's been on my mind over the past week or so, and it's with respect to trauma. Um, I am participating in a training. I've been participating in a training over the past couple weeks that's being done by the Maryland uh, network against domestic violence. And so they're doing some domestic violence, intimate partner violence training. And, I've been participating in that. It's going to be, I think it's like 10 days total. We're on day 6 or 7. I can't remember. But couple of reflections I have participating in that training, and just want to share and encourage somebody else. First thing I want to share is one of the experiences that I've had by participating in such a training is that, so just to provide context, I am a survivor of domestic violence. Once I got out of my situation, I decided that I wanted to be able to help others who had also been in this type of situation. And so that required me to get training. So this isn't the first training I've done. This is probably the most comprehensive I've done, but this isn't the first training I've done. And what I'm reflecting on now is also something I reflected on in some other trainings. And it is that there's definitely something to be said about learning about the trauma that you experienced. I have been able to put words and context to things that I went through. Some light bulbs will go off. It's like the more I learn in order to help others, the more I'm actually learning about my own situation and being able to make connections and draw some conclusions, and also in some ways be like, oh shoot, I really wasn't crazy. Like, this is a thing, when it came to different aspects of what I experienced. So I'm saying that to say, if there's anybody listening that you've experienced some trauma, it doesn't have to be just domestic violence. You've experienced some trauma. Potentially, it could be very eye-opening and helpful to you to actually participate in a training that addresses the particular trauma that you went to, or just getting educated about it in general. It doesn't have to be a training. It could be whether it's something you go to a counselor that understands what you went through and can provide some insight and education around it, whether you participate in a support group, whether it's a training, whatever it may be. I'm just encouraging you that if you've gone through a particular thing, to try to engage with others that can provide education around that thing. It was eye-opening for me. It was insightful. It helped me in my healing process. So I just want to put that out there. Now, on the flip side, certain parts of the training have been very triggering, and so you got to be gentle with yourself. They are very understanding, the folks that are facilitating the training, and understand that if we need to step away for whatever reason, they get that. At one particular day, I actually did type a message to one of the hosts like, hey, would I be able to get this recording later? Because I don't know that I can make it through this one, because of the particular topic was hitting so close to home. I was emotionally just having a tough time with it. But I actually ended up making it through, and I think I just kind of had a moment. Once I got myself together, I was good. So I'm just saying that to say, just be careful, be mindful when you do, if you do try to educate yourself or, learn more about your own experience from a professional. And I definitely say a professional. I don't mean like just something random. There's a lot of value in talking to or listening to professionals or reading experts in the field that relates to what you went through. Again, it can be very, very revealing. Even though you experienced it, right? You lived it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I lived through 14 years of it. But even through all that, I was able to get some education that really helped me understand me better, helped me understand my children better, and help me understand all the parties involved, and how it, just more about how things went down and the psychology behind it and so on and so forth. So that's just what I wanted to share briefly uh, from my experience over these past couple weeks. I'm going to record a podcast episode as soon as my wife and I can get ourselves on the same schedule long enough to record it. She's a therapist herself, but I do want to have kind of an extended conversation from this with respect to therapy and some things around that. So that will be coming soon. So that'll be 4 podcasts that I'll probably have recorded. And so hopefully I can get to editing. But hey, it is 12:02, but I went live before midnight. I got, although brief, a little bit of content out for you. Just some thoughts, reflections, advice. Hopefully that can bless you. So just again, there's definitely going to be more coming. So please subscribe to the channel. The handle everywhere is Fat Fellowship, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The website is fatfellowship.org. And I look forward to providing more encouraging, uplifting content. I am Hampton Edward Conway III. In this capacity with Fat Fellowship, consider myself Chef Conway because I'm the chief executive facilitator. My role is to curate and cultivate experiences that lead to growth in all aspects of your life. Like I said, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, socially, psychologically. That's our goal. Our goal is to help you grow, to help you be a better you so that you can be better for you and those around you. So, yeah, peace.